Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door Shutter, coming back to you with episode 6 of FTB NeoTech. First things first, gotta apologize, there was no video on Friday last week, which was the 5th of July, and that was because I kind of just spent time with friends and family on the 4th and also on the 5th, so I just didn't have time to record either day, and yeah, I just kind of wanted to mention that, but let's get right into this here. So, we are going to make a steel setup. I'm not 100% sure how well this will work because I'm genuinely going to probably fumble the bag a little bit here and there, but I think I've got everything. I'm actually going to set up a new system here, which is going to be steel boilers. Apparently, I've got 2 steel water pumps. I don't know why I did 2, but we're going to have our own steam for this whole side, so that way we're not having to worry about anything being not having enough steam. Alrighty, so quickly went ahead, grabbed a couple buckets of water because I did not have them on me for some reason, but there we go. Next thing is we're going to basically set this up exactly like we have it right there, which is, where's my fluid pipes? So fluid pipes, item pipes, so item pipes would be here. Okay, and then combine, run down center to that barrel, which we'll put right here. Which I actually don't think I have a barrel on me, but I do have a chest, so that'll work. Okay, item pipe. So this will be extract, and this will be coal. So just coal, and then insert coal, insert coal, insert coal, and then insert coal. Okay? So then the next portion will be fluid. So fluid from there and insert into here. So we're going to extract only. And then we're going to need to go grab blue or some other colored pipes. Alrighty, so I just grabbed red ones. I had beetroots inside of my chest. Just grabbed those for red dye. And then this should work as insert. And then here, on this side, is going to be extract. Because, of course, we're going to be pulling out the steam for the actual pump. I had to remember what it was called for a second there. Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll take our normal fluid pipes, and this will be our power for our machines up above us. And I don't 100% have the best plans for where these are actually going to go, so we're gonna try and figure this out. So with steel, right, we need to make coal coke, or coke in this case. And we're not going to use that machine. We're actually going to use Modern Industrialization's coke oven to get this going. But I need to think of how I want to do this, because I need to have 2 multi-blocks plus a few macerators to be able to actually accomplish this system. So, let's see. I think we could put back the machine we had here, which was the steam blast furnace. I actually don't want this pushed against the wall like that. I want to probably put it here-ish. We'll run it here for right now, and we'll call that good. But let's get the steam blast furnace. Actually, no, this should be the last portion of that what we do, because it is not relevant until the very last step, right? So let's go coke oven, because this will be where our coal goes to make coke. And then from coke, it will then need to go into a macerator to give us coal coke. Okay, so I need to go up one with this. Okay, good to know. So we're going to need fluid input, which is steam. So steam, fluid output, which is creosote. Bronze input, item input. So the output will be where the macerator gets the input from. So I may want to put this back here. And then the item input hatch here. And then the rest is going to be bricks. Like I said, I am kind of just winging this. I really have not looked into this that much. but I'm gonna learn a little bit more about MI just by kind of messing around and seeing what actually is required to do, you know, X, Y, and Z, for example. So that's what we're doing here. Okay, so shape is valid, and so when we get fluid, when we actually get steam producing, we'll have it pipe in here, and from there, we'll have the items output into a macerator, which I'm pretty sure we could set this to auto output by doing that and making sure that this is set to auto eject. So steel macerator. So from this steel macerator, we need to figure out how we want to craft the actual items. Actually, that's one part I didn't even think about, because we actually need to make the steel dust. What is it called? Uncooked steel dust. We do need to make this, so I actually do need to grab a mixer. For right now, I'm actually just going to snag our mixer that we have here, and I'll replace it later down the line, because this should auto-craft exactly what we need, which is fantastic. I didn't even think about it, as I said. But we're also going to have to do 2 and 7. I think we can do that with this stuff, but I'm not sure. Okay, so let's do that. And then, actually, I don't know. Where do I want to place this? I might want to place this like this, because we also need iron to go into a macerator to give us the actual iron dust. That iron dust, and then okay, so put the macerator here, which should give us iron dust, and then of course coke dust. Then those should funnel into the steel mixer. The steel mixer then should give us the ability to make the uncooked steel dust, which then would give us the ability to push that into a steam blast furnace. But I think I actually need to place this at the base if I wanted to do this properly, because then I can auto output and have the item input hatch for the actual steam blast furnace right there. Perfect? I'm thinking, okay? So, of course, we're going to need steam. We're going to need that to run down here as well. So, steam, insert, 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 and then I think this is correct. I think so. Okay, we're gonna have to have an item pipe here going in, and we're gonna have a chest that we throw our iron in. So of course this is gonna be semi-automatic as of current, but this would be much easier than having to, you know, do the whole process ourselves. Okay. So that should be good. We just kind of need to set our filter, iron to iron. Perfect. Okay. So how do I set this to pull out a specific amount? Because I think I can, but I'm not sure. And also, that is not the right pipe. That is a fluid pipe. I probably need to go... Let me go grab some colored item pipes real quick. Actually, I may have enough stuff here. Let me see. Okay, good. I don't have to run out and grab that. Let's just get a crafting table set in here. Oh, there's one right there, too. But we should just be able to do this. Okay. And then now we should be able to set... just like so. So is there a way for me to set the amount? Let me look real quick before I get any further. Okay, I don't think I can set a specific pull amount. I can actually set a specific amount per slot. So if I were to adjust this slot down to 0 and this slot down to 0, my mouse, by the way, has like an unlock feature, so I can just let it scroll by itself. So this should be 2, and this should be 7, right? Uncooked steel dust. So 2 and 7. So we just need to make sure that we actually get coke dust and iron dust to set this specifically. And I actually have some coke on me, so I can make a piece real fast. Also, I'm processing a whole bunch of ores right now. I went mining, just went ham with the actual diamond reinforced impact hammer, and definitely awesome. Okay, I have to put that in the right machine for it to work. And then I actually have iron dust right here for right now. And I would say I would just throw normal iron dust in there, but I really don't want to do that just because I would interrupt the process and everything, and it's also inconvenient if I don't actually see it in time, so that's a thing. Okay, so iron dust in this first slot, and then coke dust in this second slot, and then we can lock this so it can't pull out. So we could just shift click to lock all. I think that would give us the ability to... So shift click to unlock, maybe? Okay, I don't think that one properly works because it's Steam nevertheless. Okay, so what that should do is we should only have iron dust and coke dust ever go in here. And we should only have 7 iron dust and 2 coke dust. We're going to let that go and we're going to see if that'll work. Okay, so the next portion, I probably should put... Let me break this here for a second. I might want to put the fluid output hatch here because I don't know. I might want to just have a walkway here and put like a tank or something there, which I do have an advanced fluid tank that we could set here. Auto eject enabled. And then we just make sure. Okay, so that's already actually pushing out the proper way. Perfect. Okay. So the item input hatch just needs a chest. And then we need to make sure we enable auto pull. Perfect. And then that should be just coal going in there. This should be iron. And now we just need to make the steam blast furnace thing again. Okay, so where did my bricks go? There they are. So this, and then fluid input hatch here. Brick, 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 brick. And we also need a bronze item output hatch, which will be our end result, which will go right here. Okay. I think this is all right. I really don't know what I'm talking about. That's the biggest problem right now, is I don't know enough about MI to be like, oh, I'm 100% confident this is going to work. That's a problem, ain't it? Okay. So I think we just need to go get coal. Let me go get coal, shove some in that chest, shove some in downstairs, and some iron in there. Be right back. Okay, everything is off to the races. Had to jumpstart the generator boiler thingies downstairs with water. Of course, I kind of forgot that, and I was like, "Oh, why is this not working?" I was like, "Oh wait, yeah, I have to do some manual starting of those to get them running." Nothing too big of a deal, but we are working. We've got iron in here, pushed into here to get iron dust. That should give us some coke dust as well, and nothing is happening. Why is nothing happening? Oh, I did not filter these, did I? So if I just grab coke dust and just drag, drop. I don't know if I like that much, where I have to like manually drag and drop items into these things, but I'll get over it. It's a weird thing that I'm not used to. A lot of the other mods just allow you to like filter by like blacklist or whitelist. It depends on the mod, and it'll just send everything, which is what I prefer. And I don't think there's a way to do that in MI, and it's kind of strange to me. Okay, So that should be item output, item input, item output, item input. And I might need to do that. And then that. Maybe? Okay. And then what else do I need? Because this is not going either. Uncooked steel dust. It's got steam. Iron dust, coke dust. 9 cooked steel dust. Takes about 5 seconds. Oh, okay. That's a little strange too. Okay. All right. So lock editing enabled. That is confusing as well to me, this whole lock editing thing. But so I just need to read the top part, not click to disable. That's what's throwing me off. Lock editing is enabled. So once this actually fires again, I'll be able to lock the steel dust, and then this will have a quote-unquote set recipe. And there's no way to do that with this, right? Oh, there actually is. Okay. Nifty. Perfect. Okay. That's working. And this is giving us steel, which I actually need a chest for, which we can quickly craft here. We're learning things, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the good things with this, is we are definitely learning some things. And I'm excited to be doing that. Okay, so we've got steel. So now we've got a semi-automatic steel production up and going. And honestly, for the first attempt at this, it's not terrible. Surprisingly. Surprisingly. So I do see our only bottleneck is going to be the coke dust. And it looks like this thing, while it is faster than that one, it's definitely still pretty slow. I'm not too worried about it. This thing will backlog. I think it can fill all 4 of these slots. So I'm not too worried about a buffer point or anything. Anytime it gets, uncooked steel dust, it'll be launched in here. It'll make 9 pieces of steel per mixer operation. And that is fantastic. Okay, perfect. Awesome. I am excited that actually kind of worked in the beginning. We had some issues because I'm still trying to learn MI, but that is fancy. Okay, so I'm looking at the use for creosote oil, and one of the interesting uses is the ability to make lubricant out of it. Lubricant can actually be used to kind of double your output of certain things. So like rods, for example, if I wanted to put 1 bronze in here, I'd get 2 bronze rods. Normally, I would only get 1 per ingot. This is kind of interesting. I don't know 100% if that's like a good use of it, because you can also get plant seed oil, I believe. Let me see. So you can get plant oil, which comes from a centrifuge. So that one would definitely be further along to get plant oil. Naphtha, whatever. So that's a chemical reactor. So this is probably the easiest one to get now. It does require redstone, which is kind of the only issue. In Piglin, the easy Piglin mod, we actually could get access to. That's not terrible. I'm curious. I don't actually know how to get an easy Piglin, like an actual Piglin from that. Let's actually hop over to the nether. Because if we can find a way to get some source of redstone other than having to process the entirety of the redstone, or 2 redstone, that might be an option. We could get like 4 or 5 of these guys. It does require a little bit of gold, but if we can, kind of counterbalance that by getting something useful out of it, that would be super useful. We also do need to use gold for the piglins as well, I know that, but I just gotta find a piglin, which I'm not sure if I've seen a piglin in a hot minute, especially around here. So let me see if I can find one, and we'll be right back. I've got piglins in my sights. The only problem is I have to get down there. Just gonna take the tumble. Okay. We're gonna drop some gold. You can't pick up aggressive. Okay, so I do need, like, a helmet or something. Okay. Okay, I gotta bail. Come on. Okay. This is a mistake. Hold up. I'm failing at this. Give me a second. Okay. So, the issue is I need, like, a gold helmet or something. So let's quickly just craft this. I picked up a gold block from a ruined nether portal while trying to find these guys. It's the only reason I've got gold. And I guess I do have the nuggets that I've been picking up from the gold little ores from the nether. So, gold helmet. Okay. That should allow for us to pick these guys up. So we can't trade with them. We just have to pick them up. So we'll just go yoink. Oh, and when you pick them up, they get aggressive. Okay. Okay. Cool. Good to know. Didn't know that one either. Oh, this is going awfully. Awful, awful, awful. Okay. We are learning things, ladies and gentlemen. Learning things indeed. These guys do not like when I kidnap their friends. But do they like when I throw gold on the ground? Do they stop being aggressive towards me? Okay, it looks like he might be not aggressive. Okay, so they're not aggressive anymore. So can I just yoink, drop a piece of gold, let him lose his aggro. Okay, nope, he didn't lose aggro. He did not lose aggro. Ladies and gentlemen, he did not lose aggro. Oh, goodness. Okay. Nope, please don't shoot me. Take the gold. Take the gold. Pretty, isn't it? What? It's so inconsistent with how these guys are working for some reason. See, because now this guy's not aggro with me. I'm so confused. It doesn't seem consistent. Genuinely, I'm confused because I don't know why. 1 minute they're aggressive. I drop gold. They're still aggressive. I walk away. They're not aggressive. Very confusing. Okay. Well, I think we have 4 piglins. So I think we're good, but I do want to get some gold. Also, this guy did drop primal coal, or what is this called? Primal coal. Okay. That is from Dire Things. So that'll be helpful. Definitely helpful. Okay, I'm gonna get some gold, and I'll be back here in a minute. I'm not 100% sure what added this, but, like, look at it's like a giant pylon of gold nuggets. I'm kind of feeling like there's going to be something happening inside this thing, because it's a little too perfect of a pylon shape to be, like, natural generation. But we're going to see. Okay, I'm just going to break it. Oh, there's obsidian on the inside of it. Okay, there is lava. Can confirm there is lava on the inside of this pillar. So can we get rid of this? Is it like one source block? Because that'd be cool. But I probably just wasted quite a lot of gold there. I should have been more cautious, because I figured there was going to be something with it. Also, I keep hearing piglins. It's because the easy piglins are, like, actually, whenever they're in your inventory, same thing with villagers, they make that sound. So there is a little bit more source block right there. And let's just do shift mining so we actually only pick up one block at a time. Get some obsidian while we're here, too. Okay. So I see some raw gold ore, which is going to be super helpful. I really need to get a magnet. Like, that should be a priority. But I need to get the polarizer and all that stuff, so it's not like something I can get right now. Sadly, I would love to get that right now. Okay, quick change before we get into piglins. I came over here to look at our little steel mixer. This thing's actually backlogged pretty badly because this is actually backlogged. So what I think I want to do is I want to actually take this out for a second. And I want to put this at the corner this time. And everything should go back to normal, should be valid. And I'm going to put a chest or barrel or something at that end to kind of create a buffer point real fast. Barrel. Perfect. And then we're going to do auto pull. And that should give us a little bit of a buffer. Because I was just afraid that this is going to seize up because this is going so slow. Which I, really want to keep as much steel as possible. And if we can keep a buffer point, that is fantastic. We've got 23 in here as current. We've got 2 stacks of that sitting there. Let's see. So this is still cruising. Why did you seize? Okay, you are good now. Interesting. I know the iron dust is faster than the coke dust. I did have a little bit of coke dust on me, by the way. I had like 40-something, so I quickly went ahead and just threw it in the macerator. So that should give us a little bit of a boost. Alright, so piglins. Let's get this going. Can I pick this thing up? I don't know if I can, but worst case scenario, I have to remake it. I don't have any silk touch or anything. Okay, I can just pick it up and move it. Perfect. Fantastic. So let's get 4 of these stations down. And we're going to grab all 4 of these guys. Just kind of plop them in there. And then we're going to quickly go to one of our tabs, and we're going to just completely mute piglins, because that sounds like a fantastic idea. And we're going to put a barrel here and a barrel here. So this line is going to be gold. So we're going to feed... Well, actually, these don't have any way to do round robin. That's the problem. Hold on. Do we have any other options, though? I know I have some pretty pipes, but I don't know how they function. Pretty pipes. Because there's the low speed modules. There's the pipes themselves. Can we look up round? So there's a round robin module, which requires a little... Ooh, okay, so I can't even make them. Okay, so I do not have a way to do round robin. Well, that's stupid. I'm just gonna blatantly say it. That's pretty stupid. And there's no way to do that with modern industrialization. Hold on, let me look. Let me look at the internet. Okay, so I actually just went ahead and got 1 new villager. And luckily, I got rubber sheets from this guy. It's not the best trade in the world, but I did get it. So we now have rubber sheets. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go make a steel packer. Which is this thing right here. I'm going to make this real quick. This should give us the ability to make the round robin upgrades, so hopefully we'll have a decent system, because we don't have a whole lot of gold, so I want this to run as effectively as possible, and I think with that we'll be able to do that. So, make the packer, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I should just be able to throw a pipe in here, and that should give us 4 blank modules. Perfect. So with the 4 blank modules, we should be able to now make basically any, well, most of the actual upgrades from Pretty Pipes. I've actually quickly thrown in some iron in here so we could actually get a few plates. Goodness gracious. Man, I am not Englishing well this episode, but that's okay. So what we should be able to do now is go get some arrows, because I don't think I have any on me. I actually don't even have the one for my infinity bow on me anymore. So I've got to go find where these are, and I think they should be in here. I usually keep them in the tool chest. That's just my opinion. They're a utility, or a tool. So, okay. Low crafting module? I'll have to look at what some of these things do, because genuinely I've got no idea. I haven't messed with pretty pipes since like 1.16. So let's see how this even functions. Okay. Low speed increase. Do I need a redstone signal? Maybe? I wouldn't know why you'd need a redstone signal for this, but let's give it a go. Nothing? Oh, you know what might help is if I actually threw items in here. Hold on. Okay, so there's nothing happening. Let me look up pretty pipes real quick, because there's probably something very obvious that I'm missing. There's also a pipe wrench here that we may need. There's also an extraction module. Do we need an extraction module? Let me check. Alrighty, so extraction module. Okay, so extraction module is exactly what we needed. Okay, perfect. And so we're going to say on the... Which direction is that? West side is where we're extracting. Okay, so against the barrel. So now everybody should be getting goodies. And then what we can do, instead of using pretty pipes on the bottom, we should just be able to just extract using modern industrialization. Also, I don't know if you guys realized I switched out the floor between this episode and last, because I kind of got tired of having to get more marble every single time. Oh man, these are going to be a pain, aren't they? Okay, hoppers it is, because I do not feel like trying to filter out every single piglin trade that exists. Because I can't do... I just want to check. Because I can't just do out and blacklist. Oh, I can. Okay. Man, I have been doing this wrong a lot, apparently. I mean, that's okay. Let's, Ooh, perfect. Doing some MI stuff actually effectively. What in the world? And then if we actually go over here, I should have some motors that we can actually put in these pipes. So 1 per, I think, is how this works. And that should speed them up a little bit. Not a whole lot. Just a little bit. But we're getting stuff. Awesome. We actually got a lava chicken egg, which will be fantastic. We also got some coke. No redstone, though. Black quartz, crying obsidian, ender pearl, some primal coal, some actual quartz pieces. How do we actually get quartz? So quartz dust from probably crushed quartz dust. Okay, so it's just basically like anything else. But we've also got the RSATS leather from Immersive Engineering. This can give us the glider wings, engineering goggles, traveler sack, force mitts. I think this is a leather substitute for some of these, right? Okay, so I don't really care about the leather substitutions. I think these are really what I'm looking for, nothing else. That's what it looks like, at least. Okay, so these first 3 recipes. So we do have whatever this is. I don't know what this fully is, but it is expensive because you need the atomic reconstructor. So we'll look at that one of these days. But I'm just going to let these guys kind of trade some gold. And yeah, we're going to wrap this one up here. So we got the automatic, or well, semi-automatic steel production going. And hopefully with these automated piglins, we'll be able to actually get a little bit of resources that we kind of don't have too much access to. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.